How do you deal with differing priorities and opinions from senior stakeholders? As an example, our sales director and delivery director often have conflicting thoughts, so it can be confusing on which direction to go when looking at priorities. Brilliant question. Very practical.
I mean, so if you've got two competing priorities, my initial reaction to you is one, if neither of those people is your line manager, talk to your line manager. If one of them is your line manager and one isn't, talk to your line manager and let them know, hey, this person has a different set of priorities. I need to make sure I'm clear in serving my stakeholders and serving my customers. So I'm letting you know, sometimes in writing, that this is what's going on so that, you know, I work for you. I've got to know what's the right thing to do. And sometimes it takes a little bit of judgment in looking at, okay, this person's asking me to do X, this person's asking me to do Y. What's the business priority? What are the stated goals in the company? And then sometimes a little personal judgment comes in to justify I did Y because it is leading toward accomplishing this goal of the company. So again, I think this actually ties back to Laura's point of follow the data. What's the data tell you? What's in the data could be the business KPIs. So, you know, again, open lines of communication with your manager, so important. Open lines of communication with all of your stakeholders, very important. Following the data, making sure that you're working toward achieving the business goals is really important.
Agree with those coming from if one of them is your reporting line manager or go to your reporting line manager. However, also if you are all colleagues, and so all of you are, say maybe you're the director of resource management or director of operations and you're needing to partner with these two other directors. Then yes, I was going to say fall back on the data. What is the data saying? And look at the business priorities. What is going to be best for the business? I often, my previous team would make fun of me and they would say, you have all these isms. So one of the other things that I would constantly remind is what's best for the business, what's best for the people, what's best for the projects. And that is not in a hierarchical order. Any of those can take priority over the other at any time. It really is about looking at them holistically and stuff. So when you have competing opinions, competing priorities from other stakeholders, keep yourself grounded in the data, keep yourself grounded in what is best for the people, the projects, the business, and bring all of you together. As you can really, this is where, you know, your leadership skills and those unique skills that I talked about interpersonal and data can really come together to lead that discussion and bring everything transparently to light and say, look, we need to come to an agreement, all of us, as of here are my recommendations, and lead that. And you know, in a sense, sometimes take that leadership charge of here's the recommendations and this is the direction I go to and here is why, and you know, allow them to then react and respond to.